So what's up, everybody? This is going to be a short rant about the pharmacy in which I'm currently getting my prescriptions from. So I have an allergy medication, seasonal allergies like I feel most people have. Depending on where you live, it could be a little bit worse, but living in ragweed country, I tend to have the sniffles quite a bit. So I get allergy medication, and I get it at CVS Pharmacy, okay? Used to be Eckerd. I liked it better when it was Eckerd, but whatever. So when I first go to get my prescription, they asked me if I want to sign up for text alerts. To say, hey, when your prescription's ready, we will send you a text alert, so you will be notified, you can come pick up your thing. Because sometimes we say it'll be an hour, and sometimes it might actually be 2-3 hours, and we don't want you to have to come back multiple times, you know, to get your prescription, so sign up for text alerts, we'll send you a text. I was like, cool, let's do it. So I gave my phone number, signed me up for text alerts, it sent me a text when my prescription's ready, cool, that's great. But sometimes, I am not ready to go get my prescription when they send me the text. Sometimes I'm at work, sometimes it's the weekend and I'm watching a football game and I don't want to leave and get up in the middle of the game, whatever, and I don't want to have to go get the prescription as soon as you send me an alert, which I don't think is unreasonable, you know. But what happens is, if you do not go pick up your prescription pretty much immediately after they send you the text alert, the system calls you. It calls you about, I don't know, maybe 12 hours after you've received your text alert. And it's not based on any time of day, it's based on the hour. So there have been times, and by the way, they asked me if I wanted to receive phone calls or texts or both, and I said only texts. Because I don't want to fucking get called by my pharmacy. I don't care about my pharmacy to call me. That's so aggravating. Just send me the text. I already have documentation of it in a text form. I don't need you to call me again afterwards. I know my prescription's ready. But like I said, if you wait and don't pick up prescription, in 12 hours it'll call you, regardless of what time of day it is. So I've had CVS Pharmacy call me at 7 o'clock in the morning, or 7:15 in the morning, telling me to come get my prescription. It's shut the hell up. Why would you call me at 7:15 in the morning? That's so asinine. Do you know how angry I am when I get up in the morning? It takes me an hour. It takes me half an hour in the shower just to start my day because of how much I hate getting up, and I'm going to have to start my day before my alarm goes off because I'm getting a call from CVS Pharmacy? Are you kidding me? I'm going to lose it over here. So, the first time it happened, I was really frustrated, okay? So I go to CVS Pharmacy and I say, look, last time I came in here, you guys signed me up for text alerts, and I never said I wanted phone calls. If I'm not mistaken, I specifically remember you asking me if I wanted phone calls, and I said no. So CVS Pharmacy said, okay, well, let me check the system, and let me take you off phone calls. So they check, and lo and behold, I'm signed up for phone calls, even though I specifically requested them not to. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, maybe there was a mix-up in communication, maybe I wasn't clear, maybe the lady misheard me when I said, no, I don't want phone calls, whatever. So a different woman, and I can't keep track of them. I've never dealt with the same person twice, so it's always been someone else. So I'm not blaming one person in particular. This new lady, she takes me out for phone calls. So I'm like, great, whatever. No more phone calls. That's what I wanted. So the next time I have to get a prescription refill, it sends me a text alert. I'm like, okay, I need to come get a refill apparently, because it's telling me I need a refill. I mean, lo and behold, I'm the one taking the medication. I have the bottle with 10 more pills left, and it says, hey, you need to come up, pick up your refill. It's ready for you. It's I still have 10 days on that shit. That's a week and a half. Why would I come in and get a prescription when I don't need it? I mean, it makes sense that you would get it ahead of time because it's not that big a deal, but think about it. If I did that every single time, 3 months in, I'd already have, an extra month of prescription medication because I keep buying it when they tell me to, as opposed to when I need it. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. It sends me an alert for prescription refill, text alert, and then I didn't go pick it up because, I'm at work or whatever. I wait a day, I wait maybe maybe a day and a half, and it calls me. CVS Pharmacy calls me and says, hey, you need to come pick up your prescription, it's waiting for you. And I'm sitting there thinking, what the hell? Did I not 2 weeks ago go in there and say, take me off phone calls? And I did. So I go in whenever I need my prescription, not when it tells me to, and I say, hey, CVS Pharmacy, I came in here 2 weeks ago and told you to take me off of text alerts, phone calls, and you didn't do it, even though you said you did. So the lady goes into the system and she checks and she says, well, sir, I apologize for any, problems you may be having. And I told her the reason this is such a big deal is because they're calling me during office hours. And I do not take calls during office hours because I'm working. I can't be on my cell phone chatting it up with CVS Pharmacy if my boss is to walk by or whatever during office hours. And I don't want to be bothered by my pharmacy at all when it comes to phone calls. I don't think most people would. Oh, CVS Pharmacy's calling. I haven't spoken to them in like 3 weeks. How's it going, CVS Pharmacy? No, nobody fucking cares. Nobody wants to hear that shit. So I go to CVS Pharmacy. I'm sorry, I'm already there. And I'm talking to the lady and I said, look, I told you to take me off phone calls. She said, sir, according to the system, we did take you off phone calls. It's not, you're on only text alerts. And I was like, really? That's the case? Okay, well, maybe I'm mistaken, but I'm pretty sure I got a phone call. And she's like, well, I don't know why that would have happened, but, I can assure you, it says right here, you were on text alerts only. And I said, all right, I was having a pretty good day, so I didn't want to fight her anymore on that. And I said, okay, and I left. I go back a third time, because guess what happens? They called me again. So I come in the third time and I say, look, I never signed up for phone calls. I specifically said no to phone calls. I came in here the second time and requested you take me off of phone calls, even though I never was wanting to be on them. And then I came in here a third time to verify that you took me off phone calls, and you verified it. And I still got a phone call. So I said, you know what? Screw this. I don't want you to send me anything ever again. I said, I want you to take me off of every alert system you have. No texts, no calls, no bullshit, no nothing. Take me off of that shit. And they said, are you sure? Right here, you only signed up for text. You shouldn't be receiving phone calls. We don't have to take you off the whole thing. And I said, no. I want you to take me off the whole thing because your system is too stupid to know, or it just doesn't give a shit. It's too stupid to know, or it doesn't give a shit because it calls me every time. Because they want your money. They want you to come in and pick up your pharmacy medication. Because if you don't, they're not making money. So yeah, they'll be kind of nice. They'll send you a text and they won't call you immediately. They'll wait like 2 days and they'll be like, we're not making money off of this asshole. We better call him to come in and get his fucking prescription. So I have to go in and get my damn prescription to get them to stop fucking calling me. It's so aggravating. During office hours or at 7:15 in the morning when I don't have to be up till 8. So yeah, I told the lady, I want you to take me off of every alert system you have. And the lady says, okay, well, if that's what you want to do, we apologize for the inconvenience, and we'll take you off of every alert system we have. And again, I'll say this again, it was never one woman or one employee in particular that gave me this issue. So I have absolutely no problem with the CVS that I'm going to with their employees. They're fine. They were nice the whole time. They were very, catering to my needs, whatever. But CVS as a whole, their alert system, it's so aggravating. So she takes me off the alerts. And guess what happens? I get a phone call. Can you believe that shit? I get a text and a phone call not 2 weeks after I requested to be taken off of alert system. So I go back and I am livid at this point. I try to keep it together because I know dealing with customers who are mad is really frustrating for the employees because most of the time they didn't do anything wrong. So I'm trying to keep it together here. And I'm saying, look, I requested you take me off of all alerts. Can you check to make sure that I'm not on any alerts? And they check and say, well, sir, according to this, we have you on no alert system. And I said, okay, well, that's bullshit because I got a text and a call not 2 days ago. And so they said, oh, well, I'm very sorry, Did you request to be taken off of alerts? And I said, yes. And I told them, I've been called so many times. I told you to take me off calls. You didn't take me off calls. I told you to take me off of everything, just so that there was no possible way that you could accidentally fuck it up. And so apparently you took me off of everything, and it says in your system you took me off of everything, but I'm still receiving calls and texts. So she says, okay, I'm sorry. I can understand how that would be an inconvenience. Let me give you our customer service number. For our corporate customer service number. So I had to call my corporate pharmacy number to get them to take me off of phone calls and text alerts. Are you kidding me, CVS Pharmacy? I have to call your corporate office in Atlanta, where the hell it is, just to get me off of phone and text alerts because your computer system is too stupid to know the difference between take me off the calls and text messages? So I talked with the guy, and he says, well, according to our records, you know, you are opted in. And I was like, what the hell is that? And he's like, well, you know, they can delete your number, but once it's in the system, you're opted in for life, and you have to call us, the corporate number, to get your shit opted out of. And I was like, are you kidding me? Why am I opted into this service? And he said, okay, well, you know, I will do you solid. I will, you know, check opt out on all this stuff, and, you know, everything will be peachy keen. If they call me, I will never use CVS Pharmacy ever again. I will lose my shit. I will call and complain to their corporate offices again. I will tell them this entire story. Hell, I'll even send them a link to this video if I have to. And I will never use CVS Pharmacy ever again because of their shit terrible customer service. I can go to any pharmacy I want. I can go to Walgreens. I can go to freaking Walmart if I have to get my damn medication. CVS Pharmacy, you are not special. There's nothing about you that makes you so special that I can't change my pharmacist if I have to. So I will drop your ass if I have to do that shit. And I might. I don't know.